Hey guys, Richard here with my 100 gallon. Finally got the sand in there. It's rock scaped and pretty much all the fish put in there. Uh, as you can see, I'm using the light from my planet tank on there just for the video. Other than that, I still use my old lights from the 55. I'm not planning to get any new lights for it yet, because I have a new project coming up pretty soon actually, uh, that I'm trying to save all the money I can for, because I'm gonna need it. I'll tell you what that is in a bit. Let me just go over this setup right now. The filters are pretty much just the old the one I had on the 55. I think it's an Aquatech 3060, and I've got lava rock in there for biological filtration, and I have carbon in there. That's it. I don't have those filter cartridges, I think they're called. Yeah, something like that. I don't use those anymore because they cost a lot of money and you don't really need them. I mean, this is pretty much all you need. And to polish the tank, to get all the particles, the junk out, I have the sponge filter. And I clean out the sponge like every week or every other week, so it stays clean. For now, I think that's pretty much enough for this tank. Even though I have quite a lot of fish, it's actually not that much of a bio load because they're small. They're just, most of my fish are like, see the young ones, they're just small, so I don't have to worry too much about them. Once they grow out, I might get a bigger canister or something for this and take the other off, or something. I'll figure something out. Sorry about that sound. That's my dog. What's up, Tiger? Say hi. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much. Oh yeah, the rocks are still from the 55. The pieces with the holes, those are called Texas Holy Rocks. I believe those are sort of like limestones, but they were buried underground for years, and water and tree roots and everything grew into them and made all these holes in them. Uh, it looks pretty sweet. People collect them down here in Texas all the time, and some people charge them like, a dollar a pound usually. I got mine for free from a friend. So, and these rocks, I don't even know what these are. I found them at a creek, at one of my friend's place. I think I've told you this before. Yeah, one of my friends had this in the backyard by the creek, and I just picked it up. I was thinking about changing over to granite. There's a granite place right next to my house, and they have pretty sweet looking pieces. I might buy them, but not really. I mean, this is good enough for now. Um, all the fish are enjoying it. There's my OB male, uh, and the smaller guys. That's a definite OB male, and I believe that one is a female. There's that other electric blue I got from my friend a couple days ago, and there's my Venestas in the back. Sorry about the camera. On the OB fry and the yellow lab fry. Everyone's doing great. I'm loving the tank. The depth actually makes a great effect. I mean, and the stand I built, I'm actually proud of myself with the stand. I mean, that was my first time working with, any kind of wood. I didn't have any tools. I had to borrow a drill from my friend, but it all worked out fine. And in the last video, I told you guys how I decided not to do a sump and just went ahead and plugged the holes. What I did was I got a glass sheet, a 10-inch by 10-inch glass sheet that was as thick as the glass, and I just laid it on top of the holes, and I put silicone all around the glass. Uh, I gave it a thick bead of silicone, so I waited 2 days for it to cure. If it's a thin layer, you can just do it in one day, let it cure one day and fill it up. I waited 2 days, filled it up for the leak test. Not even a single drop leaked. So happy about it. And I set it up the next day. But I didn't buy any sand then. I forgot about it actually. And I was not going to use the other sand because one of my future plan is to get Phosphorochromis rostratus. If you guys know about it, you should know those fish love sand. They like to hide in the sand when spooked. And if I had the old forest sand in here, those have sharp edges, and that would seriously damage the fish. So I wanted to buy sand, but I forgot all about it. So I set up the tank, and I'm like, something is missing here. I mean, that was quite dumb of me. And I was looking at the tank, and I'm like, dude, something is missing here. So my dad comes around, looks at the tank, and he's like, are you going to just leave it bare bottom, or are you going to get sand? I'm like, oh, dang. That's when I remembered I need to get the sand. So the next day, I went and tried Home Depot for the pool filter sand. But apparently Home Depot doesn't sell them anymore. And they told me to go check out Leslie's Pool Supply. Yeah, Leslie's Pool Supply. And I did. I went by, there was a couple of those stores by my place. And I checked them out. They gave me the sand. And I'm actually loving the sand. It's sort of like, it's a bit brighter than, the play sand you get from Home Depot. Lighter in color, like brighter in color, but it's more heavy than the play sand. I didn't have to rinse it even once. I mean, I just put it in there. The tank was a bit cloudy, but the next day that was gone. And the grains, there's like some brown and red and black grains mixed in. If you look at it close, like really close, you can see them. But if you're standing a bit back, you don't see them. Like, you don't see the specific colors of the grain, but it creates a nice effect. It looks like it actually does look like the bottom of Malawi. I mean, it might not to you, but to me it does. All the pictures I've seen of Malawi, that's pretty much how it looks, except for the rocks. The rocks are much darker, sort of like a brown and black color in Malawi. That's what I wanted to do, but for now I'm not going to waste money. I'm just going to go with what I have. Fish are happy with it, I'm happy with it, and that'll be it. So that's pretty much about it for this tank. And I'm actually shutting down most of my other tanks. The shrimp tanks you saw before, I kind of forgot to make an update about them, but those are gone. I sold all my shrimp. I'm breaking down both those tanks. I'm just keeping the plecos that I had in there. Other than that, all the other tanks are going. This 20 is going pretty soon as well. I might save it for like a hospital tank, whatever, because this is coming up. That's a 40 breeder, which I'm planning to do a reef tank. Well guys, that's pretty much all I have right now, because I'll make another video when I set up the tank. I'm about to go pick up a stand for this tank, and my camera is about to run out of space. So thanks for watching. Thanks a lot to all my subscribers, everyone who watches my video. Thanks for your support, and see you guys.